Employee engagement at St. Luke's Vintage Hospital has been quite a journey, and we have worked tirelessly with a lot of heart to make sure that all of our colleagues here, regardless of title and position, clinical or ancillary, feel valued, respected, welcomed, and find a sense of mission and purpose in doing the work that we do. Regardless of if we are cleaning a room, if we're sterilizing equipment, if we are serving meals, or if we're providing clinical care at the bedside, it is incumbent upon each of us to take an opportunity to really make the healing presence of God or that higher power known to the patients whom we're called to serve. When we come to work every day, there's a beautiful atrium that lets a lot of natural sunlight in. And one day as I was walking through the atrium, I noticed, wow, how dynamic this sunlight is and how dynamic the rays of light from our sun illuminate our hospital. And that caused me to think about spiritual sunlight. If we allow the light of our higher power, the light of God, to shine through each of us and our unique shapes, it creates a beautiful myriad or a mosaic like stained glass windows that creates a beautiful image, and it also creates a healing environment, not only for the patients whom we're called to serve, but also for each other. One of the things that we have strived to do throughout the years is to ensure that there's an authentic sense of community at all levels within the organization. Every morning at 8:45, our managers and directors come together in what we call the Tier 3 huddle. And that's where we have a lot of fun. We do a lot of laughing and bantering at this meeting, but there's also very serious discussions around how we can optimize our clinical experiences and optimize our patient experiences. Our town hall meetings are where we go through our 5 pillars: people, service, finance, quality, and growth. And we're able to talk about the accomplishments of the facility from the previous quarter, but we also leave the door open for colleagues to have conversations with me, the Director of Nursing, the Director of Finance, Human Resources, and Mission and Spiritual Care around any issues or concerns that they have in an open forum. We want there to be a high sense of collegiality, a high sense of community, and a high sense of communication in every department of the hospital.
On a monthly basis, the president of the hospital and the CMO meet with all the medical directors of our various service lines, keeping an open communication going, and what we find is that this has helped really drastically improve the trajectory of patient safety, outcomes, and has also increased the collaborativeness between the medical staff and the ancillary departments in order to provide the best care possible for all of our patients. The leadership has an open door policy as far as being approachable to the medical staff, which is great. They're always around. We see them at the floors, we see them in the physician and the surgeon lounges. Many of the medical staff have a direct cell phone of the president, so whenever there's an issue that crops up, we have abilities to get in touch with the administration and leadership right away.
Overall, our culture here is more like a family environment. I always tell people when I interview them that everybody knows your name. From one end of the hospital to the other, we're all basically one big family. I treat my staff the way I would want to be treated. They know that if they look up on the unit, I'm there beside them. If they need help, they can come knock on my door. If they made a mistake, they can come to me and we can sit down and talk it through. And there's always a solution. There's never a no, we can't do this, or oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened. We always have time to work it through and figure out a solution.
We have a very diverse culture here, and we really try to celebrate everyone. And we usually have big celebrations. Sometimes we do salsa dancing. We've had high school bands come, and it's just really a great time. And we go around to the units, and there's usually food involved. There's always food involved, candy, and we pass that out to all of the staff. Because we do have a very diverse culture here, and we want everybody to feel included. It's very important to us that we maintain that cohesiveness and that family environment. We have award ceremonies several times a year, and we nominate leaders, we nominate staff, sometimes we do departments of the month. But we like to celebrate all the wins that we can. We really want to celebrate the hard work that the employees do for quality and safety, and make sure that they know how much we truly appreciate that.
We do one-on-ones during team huddles There's always general conversations in the department, just asking, how they are, how their family is, what they need, and it makes for a very enjoyable work environment. What we find a lot of times during our one-on-ones is we'll have similar answers to questions. What do you need to do your job better? And it might be a resource. So then we work to get that resource for the individuals in the department, so it benefits the department as a whole. I like to celebrate the little successes as well as the big successes. So I like to see my team happy. I like to see patients happy. And I like to see new things implemented. Just positive things like that. That keeps me going.
I love our slogan, Hello Human Kindness. It means that we need to always be thinking about what the other person needs. Whether that's a fellow staff member or whether it's a patient or a family, we should always be kind. At minimum, right? It's important for us to be inspired so that we can inspire others. We're part of something more than even our own unit, that we're part of a larger facility that cares for one another. In the blessing on of hands, we remind each other that we're not alone. In that ceremony, we say that God is not only with us, but we're in this together. We're a team. We're a collaborative unit. I think that more ministry happens outside of my ministry, and that's what's important. That's what helps everyone feel that they're part of something greater.
Even in the aftermath of COVID, we've continued to see colleague engagement improve and increase. And we recognize that that is a byproduct of being open and honest with each other, having good communication, having fun, enjoying this work, but also being serious and passionate about making sure we deliver optimal care to the patients who we have been entrusted to serve. And I look forward to seeing Vintage continue to push the envelope with how the Engagement, Inclusion, and Belonging Committee can continue to make Vintage a place where we have great retention, great sense of community, and a lot of enjoyment in this place of work.